Hi everyone, my name's Alex. I'm a bookkeeper with American Bookkeeping Services. And yeah, today I thought maybe we could just review how to export your data from QuickBooks into Excel. So, pretty simple how to do that. So, right now we're in the sample company. You'll see Craig's Design and Landscaping Services. To export our data, we just go over here to the left and we're going to click on Reports, Standard Reports. So there's lots of neat reports that you can run with QuickBooks. You're probably interested in the profit and loss statement, balance sheet, accounts receivable aging summary. Those are really useful. But you also notice that there's lots of different other reports here as well. So who owes you? Usually we're looking at accounts receivable, but lots of different reports for you to check out and go through. So in another video, we will take a look at some of these other reports. I'm excited to look through those. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just go up to the search box here and we'll click on transaction list. We'll click on, we'll just type in transaction list by date. So you can list it by vendor and any other way that you would like, but this transaction list will give you a list of all of your transactions. So if you just wanted to have a record to back up your QuickBooks account, for instance, this could be really useful. So we will change our report period and we can click custom dates. We'll click, today is March 20th, 2025. So we will go back and pick our starting date as March 20th, 2024. And we'll run it for a full year. So for one full year. And then once we have the report here looking how we want, we can come up here to more actions and you'll see we have a drop down here. We can export to Excel. So that will be to a .xlsx file. And we can also export it as a CSV. We can save it as a PDF. We can email the report. We can schedule the report to be sent, and we can also add it to the group of management reports. But for right now, we'll just export it to Excel just so I can show you guys what it looks like, and then we will open it up. Okay, so I've uploaded the report here, and you can see this is a transaction list by date, and it has date, transaction type, number, posting, and then the name of the either the vendor or the client. You also have a memo or description, which account it is affecting, and the account full name and the amounts for the transaction, right? So this is helpful for us. And we can see it has just is mostly just for your records to be able to have this here. I recommend backing up your information at least yearly is a good idea. And yeah, just an easy way to quickly get a history of your transactions. So yeah, the next one that we'll run another report. We'll go back to standard reports, save and exit. Okay, so the next report that we'll run is the profit and loss statement. So a lot of times we can download the profit and loss statement as a PDF, which looks nice, but we can also download it as a .xlsx file. So if we go here, we click on this little arrow button here. This is the sample company again, and this is for the year to date, so January 1st to today. So we'll click export to Excel. And once we do that, we will open it up in Excel. Okay, so once we have opened that, we can see there's different lines, and it's basically the same thing that we would have here in our traditional profit and loss statement. Okay, so you can see here we have our profit and loss statement for this year so far. Very similar to what it looks like in QuickBooks. We have income, and then summarized as total income. We have expenses. We have cost of goods sold, right? We have income, cost of goods sold. Then we should be thinking about expenses. And then utilities. And then after that, we get our total expenses and net operating income. So basically the same as what we would get from QuickBooks, but it is a .xlsx file. We'll download one more report, which is the balance sheet here. So we'll click on balance sheet, and we can change the time period if we want, and we can also change our counting method that we're using. Make sure that you are staying consistent. You pick one of these accounting methods and we stay consistent in our business. But yeah, we have our balance sheet here, which has assets, liabilities, and then equity, right? So assets minus liabilities gives us our remaining equity as a business owner. So what we can do is we can come up here to the same box, click export to Excel. And then once we have our Excel file, we can see it just like normal. So again, we have assets, liabilities, and equity. And then we also have, we have assets, liabilities, and equity. So balance sheet, pretty simple in terms of that. And then we just have these sub items here that basically make up liabilities or equity. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. My name's Alex. I'm a bookkeeper with American Bookkeeping Services. If you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know. My number is 252-241-5142. If you have any other comments or ideas for videos or anything at all, any questions that you have about bookkeeping, feel free to put them in the comments for this video. I'm always looking for new content and looking for new ways to solve your guys' problems. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.